Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to some more Great Tech New Beginnings. I am Towkn, and as you can see, everything is going much faster. Much faster. So much faster that it's fast enough to go. Anyways, let's see. Uh, if we look at this, 360 stress units now, because again, yeah, so in order to get it to go faster, I looked it up and I was like, okay, so it went when you go from a big one to a small one, it gets faster, right? So you put a big one to small one, and you go down, put another big one, and then another small one, and that increases the speed by quite a bit. 'Cause you remember before it was going 66, now it's going 360, and that's more than enough to get these. So I was able to easily do this, the what you call it, smelt or make the iron or the poor steel. And then I went ahead, all this is there. Went and got more zinc so we can make more andesite and everything. And then I went ahead and essentially made this ghetto bulk blaster so, I could throw a full stack of whatever down there to bulk blast it, which I believe I can do with like the iron and stuff as well, right? So if I came in here, and tried to find some iron that was raw. I think is all over here, maybe. Yeah, so like if I took this, right, if I press U on this, and we go over to here, and you have bulk blasting, I go like that, and you know how long it took in the thing. There, we could just bring it up here, and then over to here. And for now, I can just take that, toss that down there, and as long as I'm not standing on that block or this block, because the heat eventually does get to you, I could like stand back here, and you can see how it's got all that smoke coming up from it, and you can see the little flames. That means it is blasting it. But I did that with the andesite. As you can see, I am too close to that lava, and it is starting to cook me. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go like this. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure what mod that is that does that, but there you go. You can see that iron's done. I can go like that. Overall, relatively quick compared to the other way. It's still super slow compared, or not super slow, but it's still not great compared to the way I could do it. But as you can see, I now have 326 andesite alloy because we used up all the rest of our andesite dust, which means I am going to at some point need to go get some more. But for now, we're good. We go like this. Throw some of this stuff in there. And speaking of some stuff, in order to get this going again, because it had, this was filled. I went ahead and I filled up the one that we got and was like, yeah, it only takes 8 buckets, which is not a lot. So I kind of just now have it just dumping. But I went ahead and did the same thing from big to small to speed it up, and then big to small to speed it up. So it is going faster than just it was before when it was just small. And that is essentially pulling all the creosote out of here while this does this and makes more coal coke, which I have a feeling I'm going to need. And we are currently up to 58, so we almost have what we need for that one quest that was in there. This one right here. We've already gotten all of the charcoal, but if we get all of it, it gives us this here. This is why I want to do this, to get this Damascus steel mining hammer, because that's 3,000 durability. That will make it so much better for going around and getting stuff. Plus, you can see it comes with Fortune 3. So I definitely want to get that so that we can start getting more stuff, because like the one we've been using, these iron ones only have 700 durability, so it's got more than 4 times their durability, and it comes with Fortune 3. So that's going to be super nice to get once we have that. Okay. But for now, we need to start working on some other stuff. So I need to kind of clean out my inventory again. of everything we're not going to need. So we need the hammer, we need the mallet. We don't need the spade, we don't need that, we don't need that, or this, or this, or any of that. So we're only going to keep in our inventory the stuff we need for right now. I know we're going to need some of this, we're going to need some of that. We will probably need the wire cutters and the screwdriver. I don't think we'll need the knife for sure, but I will go ahead and take the knife out. And the thing we are going to be working on next is this compressor, which if we come in here and press A on this, we can see what all we need. We are going to need some of these and the andesite casing, which I almost turned into a gearbox earlier, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to need 2 screws. So if we go like this and click on this and go like that, and then we click here, and we go like that, and we go like that, that'll give us 6 screws, because we're going to need, actually we need bolts for that. So let's go ahead and go like that for that. We're going to need some iron, so we can make ourselves a new file and some sticks. And of course our sticks are never easy to find. We'll go ahead and take that out of there, that out of there. In case we need those shafts, I'll go ahead and take those out of there too. Okay, so then we go here, shift click this and go like that to just make a bunch of those. Then we'll go like that. There we go. We'll make ourselves a file so that we can go like this and make a bunch of those. Okay, we are going to need these and that, and there was more shafts over here, I believe. Actually, yep, I already got, although it is a harvest moon, so I am going to come out here real quick and see if our carrots are ready. Only one of them, nope, 2 of them are ready, 3. And then plant them. Like so, there we go. Would have been nice to have some more, but for now we're just going to go ahead and say whatever and leave it night, because we did go get some terracotta, so I can actually do that as well. The thing it was, you know, the juicer. Was it that or was it the other way? There we go. Now we got the juicer. I could then go like this to make carrot juice, which you can see that does, what, 2 things. And then if we go here, the P8 juice does 4 plus a whole bunch. And then if we go to this, this does 4 plus a whole bunch. So we're just going to click on this one, apparently. I don't know why we would make any of the other ones, but we'll do that. And that gives us that, which is still better than the corn. Okay, but then we'll go ahead, click back on this, and for now, just throw all that back in there, because we don't really need it. Yeah, we'll hit B and throw the juicer in there. Okay. So, we needed 2 of these, which means we're going to need some andesite plates. So we'll go like that. Make a bunch of andesite plates. And then we need the wooden gears. So we'll go ahead and grab these out and those out. And those out, because I think we have some already. There we go. We can then click this, which only lets us make 1, because we need to make another one of these real quick. There we go, so that we can make a second one of those. Okay, and then we need to make one of these, which means we're going to need 2 more of these, which means we're going to need some more shafts. So we'll go ahead and shift click on this. Go like that. Get a bunch more shafts. Shift click on this and go 1, 2. There we go for that. And then we need the sticky resin, which we should have. We could grab it from here. And then we'll click here. And to click on this, we need just regular copper rods, right? So we'll go ahead and go like this and go 1, 2. And just to make sure it was just a plate, so we'll click on the plate. And then we will click on the gear to then be able to, actually we needed 2 gears, didn't we? Okay, so actually I will go like this. And shift click that and then go like this, and we'll just make a bunch of these. Make one more. And we'll shift click that. Make a couple of these. There we go. Click on that to make another one of those. There we go. To make our sealed, which then lets us make our compressor. Nice. Nice. And with that compressor, we can now click on here and click on this to get whatever this is, which gave us some more antique ink, which kind of sucks. But now we could do everything we need to do to make this Foundry basin, which is going to require us making a single block of refractory mortar and pour steel plates. So the refractory mortar is going to be 1 clay, 2 sand, and water. Inside of this thing here to get that. So that is that. So I did figure out how to use the thing. So we will go ahead. I don't remember if I put it out, if I left it out here or not. We're gonna have to go find it again real quick, probably. Let's see, did I put it up here? I don't think I did. I don't see it up here. Okay. So it's not up here right now. So we'll go ahead and try and find where we put it. It's probably in one of these over here. It is right there. So we'll grab that. We'll grab this. We'll go ahead and grab the lignite and some torches, because I figured out how to do it. Of course, I don't know if the lignite actually works. It might have to be coal. Anyways, we'll come over here and we'll climb back up on top of this real quick, just because I'm going to go ahead and put it right. Well, actually, no, I don't think I could put it right there. Unless I get rid of that. Which, I mean, I could do. It's not like it's that big of a deal if we get rid of it. So let's go ahead. If I push B, nope. So we're going to have to come back down here. Grab our pickaxe. Like so. Of course, I want to go in here real quick. This one here. And hope that for repairing, it wants a stick. No, it wants a diamond. Of course it does. So we just got to find our diamonds again. There we go. We could take that out of there. We are also going to need our hammer. But then I should be able to go like that. Click craft. Repair our pickaxe fully. And I need to do that with my axe as well, right? Okay. And for right now, yeah, we're going to lose some stuff from that, but that's fine. We'll go like this. I am going to go ahead and put that right there. If I put that right there, we'll then break that and take it off of here. Climb up here and put it down on top of there, where we can then come into this and put that right to there. We then want to go down to this, right click on that with the lignite. Then we can click on that to start burning it. And then we just need the 2 sand, the water, and everything else. So let's go ahead and get that. We'll come down here, grab 2 sand, over to this one where we do have some clay that I had gotten. And then we need a bucket of water. So grab a bucket of water. Get up here. Put the water in there. We will then go like this. And throw sand in there. Go back down here and get this sand. Get up here, throw it in there. And throw the clay in there. And is that not right? Okay, so quests. This. Oh, that's over a mixer. Okay, okay. Never mind, never mind. So we'll take that down. Let's go like this. Press B real quick so we can just get some wood. Just use wood. It'll be easier that way. We'll go like this. And build up to here real quick where we will go ahead, break that mixer. Go like this and put it right here. There we go. And that'll make the refractory mortar. Nice, nice. There we go. And then we'll come in here. Let's go ahead, click on this, click on that. We go, let's sink there, that's that there. We'll go ahead and throw some of this stuff here. To the iron and copper, go back up here. We come over here to grab our poor steel. Come over here to click on this, and then that, and go 7 of those to make our Foundry basin. And then misclick over there. Okay. Click on that. Click on this. There we go. Accept that. And now we need to make a Foundry lid. The lid is what allows the Foundry basin to melt down metals. So we'll go like that. And that looks like that's just 5 more of those. So we can click on here. Click on here and go like this. And just make 5 more of those. And grab our wrench. No, we already have our wrench on us. So we'll then click on this. And make our lid. To then go up here and click on quests. Get our reward from that, which is some oak logs. Okay, so now we need to make a casting basin. And a basin. So I'm going to assume that it's just going to be like, hey, be just like tinker stuff. I'm assuming, for the most part, most of what is here was essentially kind of stolen-ish from tinkers, but not like necessarily fully stolen from tinkers. You know what I mean? Like the whole idea of it was, and then I'm going to assume that's that way. Yep, it is. There we go. Casting table. So there we go. That'll give us that. And then we need glass. Melt down some glass dust and cast out some glass blocks. Glass dust is made by combining quartz sand and tiny flint dust. The quartz sand can be gotten by crushing sand in a mortar or a millstone. That's just an annoying thing to make glass, but I'm assuming if we have this Foundry base, and I'm going to hold W on in. I'm going to assume it puts, yeah, we put a burner below it. And then the Foundry goes above it. However, you can only hold 9 items of the same type. Okay. So, unlike the, like, Tinker's thing, you could do that. Okay, so we need a faucet to extract. Okay, so I understand what it is now. So we would take this, put it like right there. We could put the casting table either there, put the casting basin there. The Foundry lid would just go up there, which again, I think because of the side we were on, is why it faced that way. So if we stand on this side, maybe not. Go ahead, go like this. Okay, there we go. So we could do that. Okay, so we could do that to choose what side it comes out of, right? Why this is that way, though, I don't know. Don't know. We'll deal with that later. So what I can then do is we need to turn our other thing. We need to turn this into the thing. So if we go in here and we get everything we need to do that again, that whole process, that was a big, long, drawn out process, wasn't it? So if I press U on this, click on this, I click on that. No, it doesn't do that. Okay, so we go in here. We're going to need 2 of these, 4 of these, and 2 of those. So again, to make 4 of these, we are going to need a bunch of andesite and some more wrought iron things. So we'll grab the wrought iron out. We will go to need our polished quartz. So we come over here and we go like this and say file. Where's our file? There's our file right there. So we go like that and like this and go 1, 2, 4, I believe is what we're going to need. Take that out, put our saw in to get that. Okay, so we have 10 of those, which is more than what we need. Now we just need some andesite screws. We're going to need at least 4 of those. We got 3. So if we went like this, clicked here and went 1, 2, 3, then clicked that, and then clicked that. There we go. That's more than enough of those. And then we just need the plates. So we'll go like this and say plates. And we'll make a couple of those to then be able to shift click on this where it's going to let us make 5. We're going to go ahead and do that, even though we only need 4. Okay, then we need some of these, which means we're going to need some more screws. So we'll go like this and make a bunch more screws. There we go. And with that, we now just need the wooden gears, which we have right here. So we'll go like this, shift click on that. Just go ahead, make all 4 of those, even though we only need 2. Okay, then we could take this, put it here, take this, put it here. So we needed this, we needed that, and then we needed the double copper plates, which I should have some more of somewhere. Right? Because we didn't use them all. There they are. Okay. Where we could take this, we'll go up here. And we start with this. Actually, we'll go like that. We'll just make sure we put 1 of them there. And then we could put that there. And then we needed 1 of these. Right there. Of course, we are going to now have to do some other stuff because we did take down our thing. So we'll come in here. It's going to be annoying to get around because I didn't plan everything out. Okay, so we'll go in here. Let's go ahead. I don't have anything there, so we'll go ahead here. And if I break this and break this, I think I could do this. So if I went like that, put that there, and we took this and we put this right here, that will put that into there. So we could just go get a bucket of lava, which I have a couple extra of right here. We could then bring the lava up. I should be able to just put the lava in right there. It'll get sucked up pretty quick this time. Okay. And now we go back over here, grab this. Try to get it at an angle where we could see some stuff. Let's go ahead and just break this and break this, right? And then we could just probably walk back here, put that there, pick it up from here, put it here. Here we go, yeah. And then we go like that, and from there we then put down the one plate, right? Or the one double plate. Then the one of these, pick it up, put it there. Then we can repeat with this and that. So we go boom, boom. Put this on there. Pick it up, put it here. Pick it up, put it here. Where we get one of these and one of these. And this goes there. That goes there. This goes here. And that should finish it. So that we now have a second one of these burners that we could put down here. Yeah, perfect. And then we come in here and grab some lignite from here. And then if I had, I'm assuming gold, so we'll grab gold first, right? We'll go like this and find our gold ore. We might have to take this lid off first, right? In order to put this in. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And turn that on. We'll just throw that, a bunch of that in there. And then we put the foundry lid on the top of it. And then after a while, that should be molten gold, right? Maybe? Maybe. I don't know for sure. I might have to put gold bars in there first. I don't know. So if we went in here, and again, we click on this, and then we go over to this and liquid gold, and we click on this. Okay, so it does have to be already made gold, so we could go ahead then take that out of there. This will be easy enough though, because we could just come here and go like this to get 9 of these. We could then take that off of there, throw that in there, throw that there. That will turn that into molten gold, which then will spill out right here. And hopefully make a full block of it. Right? Maybe. I mean, we need 1,200. And it gave us, I don't know, we could always find out. If it needs more than that, we'll put more in there. 4 ingots. I mean, it looks like that's all we're going to need. And if we do that, that'll give us the gold we need, or another block of gold. And with that, we got that. One more should give us the full thing. Right, there we go. Liquid gold, casting basin. That'll now take its time, and that'll turn that into a block of gold. Which will be exactly what we need for the thing. But we also need to get glass. So there you go. Boom, block of gold. Perfect. So now we have the ability to upgrade these to gold later if we need to, if we want to. Okay. So for now, let's go ahead and actually just throw the gold over here. We'll click on this and throw some of this stuff here into there. Sure, why not? Like so. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we have that. So now we just need to, I'm assuming in order to get, like it said, the glass. So if we type in glass, GLASS, we could click on this. You know, it says that, there's that. We go over to this. We want to click on this. because we need liquid glass. To get liquid glass inside of the foundry melting, again, was the glass dust. Glass dust was quartz sand and tiny pieces of flint. So if I go like this real quick, click on that, and we click on this to get this. This was sand with a mortar or sand in the millstone. That'll be easy. Okay, and then if we click on this to get quartz, we need flint dust. Flint dust, I'm going to assume it's going to be the same way we do that. Okay, perfect. So we need sand and flint, which I don't know if we really have any flint available easily offhand, so I'm just going to go ahead and make some flint real quick. Then we will run up here, open up this chest, throw the flint in, throw the sand in, and it should go relatively quick because of the way it is now. And like this thing, you can see this is also has a medium speed now, 180, 360. Yeah, so we're pretty good, I think, overall. So we go like this now. There we go. We could then take this, put this, what? How did we get this again? So we needed tiny. Did we need tiny or small? We needed tiny, so we go like that. Shift click that. Okay, so it's not going to let us do it in our inventory, so we'll have to wait and go downstairs and do it down there because of, annoying. So we click here, we click here, we click this, we go like that. For sure, we have tiny. We can then shift click that and get glass dust. And then come out here, break that, throw that in there. Even though it still shows it looking like it has some gold in it, it doesn't have anything in it. But we'll do that. That'll start bubbling and making glass for us to have glass. Nice. See, lots and lots of stuff for this. But with that, that would also give us the ability to unlock the weapons printer. If we can get whatever this is, which is, actually, that's we could easily do. So we would technically now have access to the weapons printer. Assuming that the glass panes aren't a pain to make. No, it's just simply that. Okay. That's super dangerous, in my opinion. But, yeah, there we go. So we could do that. Which technically also gives us access to the bee cage. But that's fine. But what did we need for this? For that, we need this. So we're going to have to make ourselves a glass foundry lid, which is going to require 3 things of glass. So let's go ahead. No, I want that out of there. I want that out of there. So we'll go like that real quick. I'm assuming that wasted some glass. We'll go like that. There we go. We have 3 glass. We just need our steel, our pour steel plates, and then we should be able to click here, make this glass foundry lid. To do that, which is perfect. There we go. Now we would need a foundry mixer, which is going to require a copper casing, andesite alloy, a sturdy whisk, and an electron tube. Well, a sturdy whisk is going to be pour steel rod, so we're going to need some more pour steel. So let's go ahead and grab a stack of this, a stack of that. We're then going to go back up top up here and break. Actually, we should have another one, right? Somewhere. Another whisk or whatever. Let's jump in here, go to this. Because I did go grab the other one, so I should technically have it. Yep, there we go. Grab our other mixer. And then we can come up here like so. Over to here. Put it right there. Go like this with these logs. Shift click here to get over here and here. There we go. And now I should be able to go like this. Take coal, throw it in. Iron, throw it in. Do that. That should be long enough burning for this to make all 64 of those. Hopefully. If not, I'll just throw something else in there, right? Just go get some lignite, which we actually technically have. I could just go like that. There we go. And be good. We did get a apple juice from something, so we're just going to go ahead and drink that real quick to get everything up. And yeah. So this does kind of suck. I only used 1 millibucket of water for that thing that it made, but it's fine. There we go. It looks like it might have needed more than just that, but look at that. Like, it's going quick overall. I don't know if that's any better, but there we go. We have our ingots. We can now come down here, click on this. Click on this. We need the 5 of those. So if we click on that. Oh, wait, those are big ones that we need? Pour steel rods. Okay, wait, never mind. There we go. Go like that. There we go. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, because then we can click on here. And there's our sturdy whisk. Okay, then we click on this. We need 2 andesite screws. So do we have any andesite ink? We do, so we could shift click on this. Go like that. Shift click on this, go like that, and just to make sure it was screws, it was definitely screws. So we can click on that and go ahead and make those. There we go. Now we just need the brass casing and the electric tube. The brass casing is just going to be simple like that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We need 12 of those. One more. The electron tube. Actually, we already have that, but that's fine. We'll just make more. Who cares? We do have the hammer on us. We have that. We need a stripped log if we have one. Do we still have a stripped log anywhere? It's a question. Stripped log, please. I do not see one. Okay, so to get a stripped log again, we are going to need a log for sure, I'm pretty sure. We just need to find a log as well. Do we have any logs? It's a question. I mean, we have those ones. I'm assuming these will work. I'm going to assume that this will work. Okay, so if we go here and click on this, and then find our thing, click on this, and we click on this. Stripped umbra log. Click on this. So yeah, so we put this down. We need a axe, so we'll put that down. We then come over here. Let's just go ahead and throw the bucket in there. Grab this axe out, go like that. Go like that. There we go. We could then click on the brass after we click on this. Go like that. And then put that in there. It gives us 2 copper casings that we could then go like this and make our Foundry mixer. Which I have no idea how that gets used, but it's, yeah. So then we can click on random reward. We get some more shafts. And now for the brass. Mix some copper and zinc to make brass. This metal allows you even more advanced machinery than what we currently make. Good, good, good. Because we need more advanced machinery. So the brass ingot. We click on there. I'm assuming it wants us to make it inside of this. So to get that, we need Foundry mixing. So we put the thing on the glass lid, and then the thing that goes above it. Okay. And then we get copper and zinc. And then that's how it's done. Okay. Let's sleep real quick. Make it daytime so we can see what we're doing out there. Okay. So we come out here, we break the foundry lid. Okay. So we are going to probably want to move this whole system up. So let's go ahead and hit B and put some of this other stuff that we don't need on us for this up there. And then we'll go like that. And we'll go like that and grab that. Okay. So let's go up here. Because, yep. Definitely need to do something about this thing. You know what? Let's just go like this real quick. We'll run over here and in here. Don't have any. There we go. Boom. That'll give us this, where we could then come over here. And place that right there. And then we'll go like that. That's not where I wanted that one, but whatever. Screw it. Who cares? There we go. And that'll let us climb up this side. Okay. So we'll go like this. And we'll put the blaze burner right now. Right here. We will then put the foundry basin on top of it, where we will then put the glass lid on it and the foundry mixer on it. Okay, so we need to go up a little bit, so we'll go like this and go one. That's all we need. And then we just need a single small shaft cogwheel. There we go. So we'll grab that, then we can run up this, run over this. There we go, up to here. Or we could put that right there, and that'll work. Okay, so now we just break that. Hope that it fell in a spot where we could pick it back up. I don't see it. Oh, it's inside of there. So we'll take it out of there. Actually, we could just go ahead and put it right here. We'll just go ahead and throw this stuff here up here, like so. It back down in here. Grab ourselves some copper. Grab ourselves some zinc. I'm assuming, and then we would take copper, zinc. How do we get... Actually, yeah, if we get this to get those, so we need... Do we need to, like, drain one out and then the other in? Or... I'm not sure. Well, let's go ahead. It's already got copper in it, so if I turn this on, we'll just turn it on with a bunch. And we'll go ahead as well. And I think I would just go like this, take some zinc, put the zinc in, put that on there. That might bubble and mix, I don't know. So that should turn into molten copper. Will it then turn into I'm not sure. We'll go like this real quick and we'll say copper. So there's a bucket of copper. But like I see that, I don't see that turning down into molten copper right now. Or do I need the actual other lid on there to start? So if we go like that and put the Foundry lid on, that should turn into molten copper, right? Yes, it did. Now, if I take that lid off, right? So if we take the lid off and put in zinc, are we able to? Okay, we can. We put two things of zinc in and put that lid on. I don't see it actually doing anything. Let's go ahead, take that back off then. Go like this. And, do I need to just, am I going to have to make a second one of the, I don't know. Let's just go like this. And throw some more copper in there. I guess like so. And then that's 5. We put 2 in there before, right? So 6, 7. And the copper thing like that. And we'll find this out. This isn't very thorough on how to actually do this. I'm assuming I would now need a bucket, so let's go grab a bucket. If I go like this, grab a bucket, and then run back around and up. Fall down, fall down. Whatever. We'll get up there. Don't worry. Okay, so that now has... It ran out of fuel, so let's go ahead and turn that back on. That's almost a full bucket. So if I went like this, right, and we click on bucket of copper, it looks like we might need a spout to do that. So I don't think I have a second spout. You know, let's just go look and see if we have a second spout. If we don't, we might just make one. I don't think I ever got a second spout. I know we got that. We'll go ahead and take out the pipe. And yeah, I don't see a second spout. We grab this. Nope, nope, no second spout. So let's go ahead, click on this, and click on this, see what we need. So, ooh, yeah, that was the annoying thing. We needed those things there. Okay. So, I don't feel like doing that right now. Let's just go ahead and run around up here. And go like this real quick. And take that spout down. I don't know why this isn't continuing to make copper. But I'm assuming we could go like this, right? And we could take this pipe and connect it to there. We could then... I don't know for sure if we can have this facing up or not connected to the side of this. So I'm going to go like this real quick. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And if I do that, that does work. Okay, good. We do want it facing the other way. So if I do that, and then put that there and this here, we then want to make sure our spout is connected to that, so that fills up with copper. Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, then we come back in here, grab this depot, put right here. And once that has enough copper in it, which we probably are going to need to put more copper in there because I'm pretty sure we lost a whole bunch of it. So if we go like this, and then grab this and go 9 of those to put the foundry lid back on. And then we'll come back in a little bit to see if we have that. Okay. Because yeah, that one spinning that fast is really fast. Okay. But yeah, once we get 1,000 in there, probably put that there. Ooh, we got a blue moon rising again. We're gonna ignore it for now though. That gets that. We still have some copper in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we have a bucket of copper. So now what we do is we come over here and we take this off. And we get zinc. We actually want to take that copper out of there. Go like this. And put some zinc in there. Put that lid on. As you can see, this has copper in it. We don't want copper in it anymore. We're just going to go ahead and go like that, pick that up, and then go like that. So that starts filling up with zinc. And then, yeah, we'll run over here and sleep. I think this is how we're going to have to do this. I think normally what you would do is you would have 2 different things making one. And yeah, so that's what it would normally be, would be 2. One of these making liquid zinc, one of these making whatever. So there, as you can see, that is now full. So if we go like this here and take this down and take that down, we can grab our foundry basin, go like this. We'll go ahead and take that one down as well, so it's not taking any more. We can then put our foundry basin back down, put our liquid copper in there, put that there to get our liquid zinc. We put our liquid zinc in there, and then we put our glass lid on it, and it will make brass. And then to get that brass into this, we just put down that with a graphite ingot mold, which a graphite ingot mold, we are going to need to make one of those still by making a graphite blank mold, which to do that is where we will need a pressurized thing. Okay, so that's where we're going to need our pressurized whatchamacallit and this. So we could go ahead and grab that, put that here. We could go ahead for now, take this off of here, that off of there. Put our compressor, not right there. Put our compressor right here. And with the compressor right there, we can then put this thing back down there. Then we just need the or graphite dust, which is going to be made from refined graphite ore. Oh man, this is where we're now getting into some other stuff. Graphite ore. Wait, is there an actual... Is there... Raw graphite, Venus stone, graphite, sand, graphite. So is there actually quite literally just a graphite ore, which is going to be with diamond and coal inside of that, and this one here it would be with diamond, coal, but I haven't seen any graphite at all. Can we turn coal into graphite anyway? It does not look like it. That just gets it to crushed coal. Which gives this to crushed coal. Which gives us to impure coal. Which impure coal, you just burn it. Or you turn it into coal dust or coal dust. Wash it for coal dust. Bulk washing it for coal dust. Yeah, this kind of sucks. So refined graphite. But do I need to just go to that coal vein and just dig it up until I find coal? Or till I find graphite? Because if I have to do that, that's gonna be annoying. But I think that might be the only way to do it. So, yeah, you know what? Let's go do that. We'll come back in a little while after I have some graphite, hopefully. And we are back home, waking up from the morning of stuff. So apparently, I was looking at it. I didn't look at it before. I went over there, started mining coal, right? And realized that I wasn't finding any. So I was like, you know what? Let's click on the graphite dust again. And then I was like, oh, diamond vein. That sucks. Because that means it's in a diamond vein, which means I gotta go find a diamond vein. Well, the nearest diamond vein to me that I know that I had a feeling was that one. Where was it again? Somewhere. I don't remember where. It's somewhere up over here, right? 3,000 blocks this way, so it's. Shoot, I don't even remember. I ran all the way over here. I think it was like right here. Either way, or no, 1,000 blocks that way, so it was not quite that far. It would have been here. That might have been, yeah, I think that's actually where it was in here somewhere. I don't remember how far I went. I just know I ran that direction. So I ran all that direction. And then I made one for home so that I didn't get lost. I could just point myself towards home and then go. But yeah, so I went ahead and went there, and then I just started digging down in a big circle until I found some raw graphite. So now we got some raw graphite. We got a bunch of deep slate cobblestone. We ended up with some raw diamond as well, which, as you can see, I could smelt down or blast into diamond, and that's 36, so that's actually pretty nice. So we go like that real quick to do that, and then for the raw graphite, we need, again, in order to make this graphite mold, we need the graphite dust, which I'm assuming, again, we can crush from powder. Trying to figure this out. Automated packing. So we would need. So to get. Okay, so we're trying to figure out this again. Okay, so to get that, we need that. So I'm assuming. Again, we would click here. So we would need raw graphite ore. Raw graphite ore. The only way to get to it is to get that, though. A thermal centrifuge. Again, graphite dust. We can get it via tiny dust or this, or from refined graphite ore. A mensonator would break it down. That's all of that. Part grinding, ore crushing. I'm assuming all this stuff we need some sort of power for. Refined. automated packing, crafting, shapeless crafting, bulk blasting, which would be the impure. So yeah, so sadly, I think we might need to build ourselves a boiler in order to do this. Because I don't think we can make any of this. No, because we need bronze in order to make this. But can we make a bronze machine casing without bronze ore? Or, well, we'd have to have bronze plate, which means we'd have to have bronze ingot. Bronze ingots we can only get this way. Or from bronze dust. Well, bronze dust we can get this way from that, but I don't think we can. Huh, so I am stuck right now. A little bit. Because I don't know if there's another way to get graphite powder. Because in order to even get to any of this stuff, I mean, a high powered, I'm assuming we need, no, okay, so, no, we'd still need bronze from this. And the only way to get bronze, we get bronze dust from anything other than creating that. No, no, nope. Nope, so I don't see that. We click here, bulk blasting is that, and there's this. So the only way I see is this, which is to get the graphite mold, which is to get to the graphite dust. So I am missing something. For sure, definitely missing something. Is there different molds? Let's find out. Let's go ahead in here and type in mold. And from what I can see, there is a casting mold. Molds to extrude shapes. So if I did that, that's from steel plate, so we can't do that yet. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's just gonna be from this. But I don't think there's any way to get that. So let's go in here and type in graphite real quick. Is there like molten graphite? There's a bucket of liquid graphite, and then there's liquid graphite. I don't think we can do that in the thing, which kind of sucks. But item drain, we would need a low pressure steam. So we would need, because I don't think we could do basic either, because we need low voltage stuff for that. Okay. So there's gotta be a way. I'm just gonna try this. I'm gonna go ahead, take this. I'm gonna go ahead and put one in here and see what we get from it. Okay, so we got crushed graphite from that. Okay. Crushed graphite, we can get impure graphite. Okay, so if I go like this, take half of this and throw it in here, right? To get as much of this as we can real quick, and then we take this, and we'll need a hammer, so we'll just wait a minute here and get all of it that we could get. I think it's like one or two more, right? No, more? Okay, yeah, because we put 30 something in there, so go like that, 32, 33. Okay, so there we go. So now we come back in here, grab our hammer, which we're going to need a new hammer. So let's go ahead, grab sticks and iron. But if I go like this and like that, we could then go like that. But let's go ahead, go like that. And like this, right? And that gives us this. Then if we click on this, we'd get graphite ingots, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for graphite dust, so we would need to wash it. So let's go ahead and grab our buckets. We need 2 of them. If I know where they are. Anyways, we got 1 bucket here and 1 bucket here. Okay, perfect. That'll give us the ability to grab that out of there and then come up here and grab the lava out of here. We could then put the water there and the impure graphite dust right there. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to be good now. That should do that. That should turn all of that into graphite dust, right? Right? Which then I will put inside of that, and then we will cut it into what we need. So yeah, there you go. So we go like that. Actually, was it in there or was it over a depot? It might have been over a depot. Nope, it's in this. Okay, so if we go like that and throw that in there. It says its current operating is vacuum. I think that means we would technically need it to go the other direction. So to get it to go the other direction, we're going to have to do some other stuff. It's annoying. So we would need to come in here, grab this. Let's go ahead and take this up here. And we will... I was going to say we'll break that, but we don't have just a simple pickaxe on us or a wrench. Because we put them away, so we'll go like that and just take out a pickaxe. Hopefully this works. Okay, so then we actually break this, right? Go down here, grab this, go all the way back around, click on this. Now if we put that there, that should now be spinning the other way around. So now if we do this, current operation still just says vacuuming. I don't know how to change that. I figured if you change directions, it would do that. Okay, so unless it's because I'm looking up at it. So let's go ahead, jump up here like that. Aim down, and it's still set to vacuuming. Well, let's go ahead and grab this and grab this. Does that have to have a... You know what? Let's go like this, over to the compressor, and find the compressor and hold W. Hold W. No, we'll click on it, and we'll hold... Why is it not working when I hold W? Ugh. Go calm. Let's see if we could find it again. So how do we spell this? So we're just going to go ahead, hover over this, compress. Okay, so now if I hold W over here, will it work? No. So the ponder's not working for this. So let's go ahead, come down here. We will grab the wrench if we could find it. We will grab the wrench if we could find it. There we go. We'll go ahead and... Apparently you can't sleep with a wrench. Sleep with the pickaxe, can't sleep with the wrench. Okay, so now if I take this up here and we run all the way over to this, go back up here, round to here, it just says it's running in vacuum mode. So I don't know how to use this thing. No heating required. It just says that it would go down. But for some reason, it's not pointing down. It's pointing up. Why is it pointing up? how do I switch modes? Do I actually need the create? That's I'm vacuuming too. We'll go like this. Let's go ahead, take this out of our hand. If I go like this, so we're not actually doing anything by changing this. Not doing anything. Ugh. It's very annoying because we hold W. Okay, it's showing. Okay. Uh, operating. So we definitely need that. So that does that. So some recipes need that. But that didn't help me any. Unless it's... Am I doing that over a Foundry is the question. So actually, if I go like this and we press on this, that might actually be a Foundry and not a thing, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks, to be honest. So let's go ahead and see if that is the case. We could easily do that by coming in here. Click on this. We'll throw all of this in here. We will then look around and try to find our steel. There we go. There's our steel ingots. We could then click on this. That's just a basin. But I think we just need the Foundry again. So we'll go in here and type in FOU. Click on this. To then shift click on this. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then we need our clay. We're going to need a bucket of water, and we're going to need 2 sand. Why is there a honeyed archer here? I mean, I don't know why, but it does kind of annoy me that there's one out here, because I can't really do much to that. There we go. Hopefully he'll just stay there, not fly away. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let me get B real quick, throw that in there. We got a bow with unbreaking, whatever. Okay. So, we need 2 sand. We can find our sand. Go like this and go 1, 2 for sand. Open this back up, throw that. And honestly, we could throw that up there. Okay, so we need a bucket of water. Now we can then come over here. Go all the way around here. Go to this. Go up to here. Put the bucket of water in. We have 1 dust in there. We just want to take that 1 dust out. Okay. We then want our regular mixer back, which I probably put in a thing down here. Again, so we'll grab our regular mixer back out real quick. We'll need some heat source. So let's go ahead, throw that in there, and go over to this one. Nope, this one. Nope, this one. Yep, there we go. We're only going to need a couple of them, so we'll go like this. Okay, hopefully we get this. Not very keen on telling you what parts are what. Okay, so we'll put this right there. And then inside of there, again, we get 2 sand, 1 clay. Put those 4 things in there, and then go like this, and light it. So that will make our refractory mortar. So that we can come down here and click on this and make another foundry basin. Okay. Now let's run around here. Try to climb up here, and we want to, I think, put this right there so that we can put the compressor right there. We could put that right there. And then I'm going to assume we could find this right here, graphite dust. Throw that in there. And it should compress it. Maybe? No? Like that? No. There's definitely, I'm missing something here completely. Definitely missing something completely. I don't know what the deal with this is. Why we can't get this to work here with a basin. We can't get it to work with a thing. So let's see again. Compressor. So if we hold, or we press U on that again. So we're going to do that. We're just going to hold U on a compressor. So a compressor, we get that, and I don't know why it's doing this alloy thing. So we press U on that. So there we go. So is that a basin or is that a thing? And according to this, yes, it shows it pointing down. So how do we get it to point down? I'm pressurizing instead of vacuuming. Because I'm vacuuming, that's what we do there. We would get powdered snow, we'd get rubber, but how do we get it to pressurize? Huh. I don't understand. So it says it's definitely a basin. But we need to get it to pressurize somehow. But to me, that doesn't make sense unless you have something else. Let's go ahead and take that, pick that up, pick this up. We'll put the basin back down. We'll pick that up. We'll put that down. Actually, you know what? Let's pick this up. And if I go like this, no. Okay, so we hold W, compressor. Next scene. Some recipes add fluid or whatever. To drain, you must use the compressor. So do I just need that then? I might just need to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Put that there. And now if I go get some pipes. Right, so let's grab the fluid tank. Let's grab the mechanical pump. Let's grab some pipes. There we go, and then we'll run all the way back around again. Okay, so if I go like this now, and we put that right to the, no, not right there. We put a pipe right there. And then with the pipe, we then put that right there. And then we put this, not right there. Okay, come on. Not what I want to do. I want to put it right there. Okay, so we do that. But now if I click on this with this, it's not changing it though. Can I click on this to change it? Nope. And no. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure how to get this to work. Because, like, now if I went like that and threw that in there, it should work. Like, it should work, but it's not. Because this isn't facing the right way. And I don't know how to get that to face the other way for it to be compressing. Okay, so in order to change this to pressurizing, I had to go find or didn't have to go find, I had to just make the create wrench. The other wrench apparently just didn't do anything with it, so I went ahead and made the create one to see if that would work, and it did. But now we could do that. It'll take a little bit of time here. And it should. Like, if you look at that, you can see all that stuff. Should do that, which makes a blank mold. Which then we could bring in here. Click on this, click on this, click on this. There we go. We now have a graphite mold. We could then grab the casting table and run it around up to here, where we will go like this and put that right there. Put that on it. Click that, and as you can see, that'll start making brass ingots, which we could then do this. And I might end up making another Foundry basin at some point, just to make it so I have one that's always doing zinc, one that's always doing copper, and so on and so forth, right? That way there, we could do that, because it uses a lot more copper than zinc. So, yeah. Let's take a shower real quick. Jump down here, nice and clean, nice and clean. There we go. Okay, but that'll let us get this, which is really good, because that's a random reward for some more large cogwheels. We'll take it. But with this right now, we could either go to the clockwork mechanism, we could go down to the brass casing to get to the mechanical crafter to start making ourselves some crushing wheels, or we could just go over here to the mechanical, or the clockwork mechanism, right? Which is what we will need anyways for a lathe and for the advanced clockwork mechanism. But we would also need the clockwork mechanism for the centrifuge and the steam engine. Of course, I don't know if we actually really need the steam engine, since I now know how to do this and make that go faster, because I'm pretty sure that can go even faster. I don't know how much faster it can go, but I'm pretty sure it can go even faster than that. But for now, I mean, it's more than fast enough for what we need, so I don't know if we actually need to go and make the clockwork mechanism yet. There are some other tanks here we could make, which require some iron rings and stuff. And then after that, there's the iron tank, which, yeah. So we could do that as well to make some tanks, so that we could take any of the brass we get, or the copper and the stuff, put it into a tank, and then put it into a basin. So that's what I'm thinking. But in order to do a bunch of that, I think I'm going to end up having to rebuild a bunch of this system, just so that it's working better. So like this one, you can see that's 720 and so on. But I'm thinking I might need to do that to make it so that that can craft even better. and so on and so forth. But we also want to real quick run over here, jump down here. Let's go ahead, take out these 40 here, and run in here and find the other ones that we already have. Right here, there we go. We could take that out. And then with that, we could go over to here. Oh, we have to submit them? Okay. Which means we no longer have them. Okay, that sucks, but that works fine. We just gotta find our charcoal. Wherever I might have put it. There it is, right there. Okay, so we go like that. Then we click on this. Oh my goodness, you scared the... Oh, you scared the crap out of me, dude. But anyways, we could click on this now. Click submit. Get our random reward and get our Damascus steel hammer with Fortune 3, which just gave us a bottle of Soulfire. But yeah, but what do you have? Anything good? Glow flower, saplings, and advanced turtle. So nothing. Nuh-uh. Nothing great. Nothing great, but that's still fine overall. We do now have, again, diamonds. We do have a way to get diamonds a little bit better. But yeah, if we click on this, right? So this here's our progression. Again, we haven't done the overworld, so yeah. Not sure what that's going to be about, unless we're going to have to, like I said, unless we got to go here to here. But then if we make the brass casing, that'll give us this. Which, yeah, clockwork mechanism. Again, we are going to have to make it eventually to get to that. And down this whole pathway. Aluminum ingots, which we are probably pretty close to now that we have that, because we will be able to get to here. Get to there, to get to that. So that's all of that. Yeah, let's go ahead, work in progress for this. Yeah, so we're still nowhere close to getting that. Again, we could see about making this to do some other stuff with it. We could also try and see what we need to do to make diamond level, whatchamacallit, diamond level armor. And maybe this? I'm not sure. I don't know for sure what it is that requires this stuff, but let's see. If I click on like diamond here, it is just simply diamond plates and a hammer. Okay. That is not too hard at all. It just probably requires 2 diamond, right? Ooh, no, it's going to require a cutter. Darn. So we won't be able to get to that for quite a while, it looks like, I'm guessing. So yeah. Okay. Because we definitely need power for that. I do think there is a way to get power, though, from this. I just don't remember for sure how it actually works. Um, hmm. Or if we actually need like these engines, or if we're gonna need these engines and turbines and stuff. I have a feeling that's what we're gonna need. But to get to those, we need to get to this. Aluminum, whatever dust. A mixture of regular salt and bauxite dust will be your next for some aluminum to get to that. So to get that, we would need bauxite dust and salt to get aluminum and whatever that is. And then with this, we press U on this to get some other aluminum and rock salt by putting that with that. But we could... We had an electrolyzer, which I have a feeling is going to be like much later as well, would give us aluminum and chlorine. And then that aluminum, we then throw in a blast furnace to get the aluminum ingot. Okay, so we still have a ways to go for that. We still need to increase our inventory much, much more. So I am going to look at iron chest here again real quick. Type in at iron. Because, yeah, an iron chest is that, followed by a gold chest, which is going to be that. That's easy enough to make. A crystal chest would be a diamond chest with glass screws, which is fine, but a diamond chest is going to be just simply that, which we could probably easily do. And then after that, I'm assuming it's where we would go to the crystal one, which is probably pretty easy to do as well. And then probably the obsidian. No, we could go to the obsidian one from glass, assuming we can make this. No, okay. But we can't do the glass or the diamond one again because we need that. Never mind. I was thinking it was a little bit quicker than that. Diamond furnace, however, we could do because that's just simply diamond. And with the ability to now make gold blocks, we can essentially do this. And then I'm curious, the emeralds is going to be emeralds? Yep. Followed by obsidian and blaze rods. Okay. So we would need to get blaze rods for that as well. But we could theoretically do this. Right? Because we could theoretically use the cheap method to light a nether portal. So we might look into that so that we can do that. But yeah, there's still so much to do here and whatnot. But yeah, but just getting this alone, this working here alone is pretty big to me. Figuring out that and figuring out that, getting all that and everything there. We got a lot of carrots down there now, so we can make a lot of carrot juice for food. And yeah. So I think, yep, the next steps for this is going to be... Well, actually, let's see. What do we even require to make this? So we're going to need a bunch of brass. Some brass. I'm assuming that's brass nugget. And some stuff. So this actually isn't too hard. We could easily do this. But I think what I'm going to do is take some time here to get this all rearranged and looking better. Maybe put it in a different place or just extend this top deck out so it looks a little bit better. Get this running so that it is coming down. Use maybe some gears or some gearboxes or something to make it so it looks a little bit better, right? And do some stuff, and I'm going to come back once this all looks good. So, as always, thank you all for watching. Please enjoy your day, night, doing whatever you're doing, wherever you're at. Again, force your friends to watch. And we will come back next time where we have this looking a little bit prettier. I mean, this part here is definitely going to just change or stay the way it is. I might even just build a block up around it and do a bunch of stuff there and just make it look a little bit prettier from the outside because it looks a little bit ugly mess right now. So we will come back with that. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time.